Alex's mum. I'm
Yay.
Damien, Holly's dad. Mwah. Absolute pleasure to meet you two.
I'm so happy for today.
Yeah, me too.
So are you best friend?
Yeah, so we've been friends since we're like 9, 10.
Oh, well.
I'm just going to start with a disclaimer. I try not to make reviews on people's personal lives that I don't have evidence on. I try not to sort of base my reviews on gossip I hear of participants. I am going to briefly touch on Alex, but I've been reading online, so I don't know how genuine that is or not. Anyway, hey there, thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight, Season 9, Episode 5. So the next couple to get married are Holly and Alex. Alex, we all remember him at the bachelor party. He spoke about swapping partners if he felt he wasn't attracted to his partner, or if he felt that there was no spark and he felt the spark with somebody else. And it was quite controversial that he had a fallout with Eve, with Charlie, actually. With Charlie, sorry. I was about to say with Eve. So he is set to marry a single mom, and it's like, oh my God. I am yet to see a couple that I can actually say this couple makes sense from all the casting that has taken place this season. It seems all the couples are just there for the drama, and that's it, nothing else, just for the drama. The producers are going big time for the drama this season, hoping to get as much ratings as they can. That's the impression that I get. Because you have Holly, she's a single mom. She was a teen mom. She found out she was pregnant around 37 weeks. And it's like, at that stage, the baby would have been moving though. Didn't she feel anything move? Couldn't she, it could be that her belly wasn't that big, but still she should have felt some sort of movement. But anyway, I digress. So she's a single mom who was raised by her parents. Her dad, obviously, her family, it seems, were upset when they found out that she was pregnant, but they've since got over it. They love the child. She's also a cosmetologist, or she does eyelashes in her bedroom, she said, on people. I would assume it's her friends. She is looking for a relationship similar to what her parents have. And that's cute. That's cute to aspire for something. Sadly, they've matched her with Alex. Alex, it seems from the trailer, he really didn't want someone with children. He himself, he says he's an avid boxer. If he can fall in love with someone as much as he loves the gym and his boxing, then he'll be happy. He was raised by his mum, and he's an only child. Obviously, there's allegations that apparently there is some sort of domestic abuse history. I read it, but I couldn't quite find the evidence, because it says they carried out a CRB, and the CRB, there was nothing that was red flagged according to Channel 4 to say that there was any criminal history in his background. So I don't know whether it's because she didn't feel comfortable to report or what's happened. It seems her friend is the one who sort of went to the media to say that he's got this history. I don't know how genuine it is. I don't know whether it's true. I don't know whether it's not. I think his only problem is, I don't think he's ideal partner for someone like that. I think the single parents should have been matched, in the sense that, yeah, it will be too much drama, but still, I feel like had they matched her with Ross, it would have made sense. Because sadly, this man doesn't seem to be serious. And she is someone who said she's already been broken out at once. And if this doesn't succeed, then she's done. And it's like, why then did the producers or did the experts feel that this was the right man for her? It doesn't make sense. So I can't wait to see that train wreck. So the next couple to get married are Orson and Richelle. What do I think? They are another trainer wreck couple, in my opinion. I think there's going to be a lot of controlling issues in this relationship. Not because it's abusive, but because they're people who are used to these high power jobs, and no one is going to want to sort of succumb to the other person. You have Orson, he said he was recruited from the Caribbean to come and play cricket, and then he's now a project manager. He's got a child, he's got family, and he wants somebody who's Caribbean, someone of Caribbean descent is more or less what I got. Whereas with Richelle, apparently her dad was a politician. She grew up in private schools. She's got a child who's now flown the nest. She started a very successful business, it seems. And for me, it's like, what exactly did the experts think these two were aligned on? Is it the fact that they're both in property development or property management? Or is it because of the fact that they both said they want someone with Caribbean heritage? Which is it? She's 48, so chances are she's not going to have any other children. What exactly is it about them that made the experts think that this is an ideal match? I don't get it, and I'm so confused because it seems every couple they are matching, yeah, they are finding something in common that they feel like this is what the couples will align on. But also there's a lot of red flags in these relationships that makes you question, has this season been cast for marriage or has this season been cast for ratings? I don't get it. Obviously, Richelle says, she's not very patient, which was evident because they had to play a clip of her saying, how long is this going to take? And it's like, that's not the right idea. That's not the right attitude, especially on a show like this, because people are going to hold on to that and drag you for filth. I'm surprised we didn't get to see her daughter. At the same time, we didn't get to see Orson's child as well. So it's more or less the same. Do I think they are an ideal match? She says she wants a manly man. Orson looks like a manly man. He looks like he's a manly man, but he also looks like he's a nurturer, someone whose love language might be, giving gifts or, performing tasks, because he said he likes to cook for his Caribbean family. And so I don't know how he is going to tolerate or how he is going to put up with her and her excesses in the sense that, she's very impatient. She wants things done a certain way. And so it's going to be interesting to see them as a couple and see what exactly is going to happen with that marriage. But I think there's going to be a lot of power struggle in this relationship because of their backgrounds. So first to get married are Alex and Holly. And, well, Holly seems like a very interesting character in the sense that she seems very outgoing and very bubbly, but I think she seems like she can be a wild card at times, so it's going to be interesting to see how Alex copes with that. They like each other on site. The fact that her parents Holly's family seemed excited when they saw him. The mom, she got roses from him, and I was like, oh, he's trying to put his best foot forward. You can really tell. When Holly walked down the aisle, one thing I like about my people is they're going to overreact. The way they were excited when they saw her and they were making noise and, praising her and complimenting her was just amazing to see. It was amazing to see. And it's nice to see that there wasn't that awkwardness. I think for Alex, I think his family is used to him dating people of a different ethnic group, which I think is the same as well for Holly, because her family didn't seem fazed. They seemed attracted to one another, which is interesting given the comments that Alex made on day one when he said, what if you want to swap partners? I don't think he's going to want to swap partners because he's not attracted to her. I think the issue is going to be the fact that she's a single mom, and it doesn't make sense since he says his mom is his closest person. We didn't get to see his dad, so I assume his mom is a single mom. So why would he not want to marry a single mom if he thinks his mom is amazing because of the way she raised him? I don't get people like that who are raised by single moms and yet are very critical or do not want anything to do with a single mom. Make it make sense. Their vows were cute. Their vows were sweet. I like the fact that they were excited to see one another. They then had their pictures taken, and during that session, that's when Alex brought up the topic of children, and she revealed that she's got 2 children. And he said, well, I wasn't expecting her to have children. And it's like, did you ask the experts for someone with children, or did you say you did not want anyone with children at all? Because if you told them that you didn't want children, why then would they do that unless it's for the drama? Make it make sense? I don't get it, and I can't wait to see or hear the explanation. He wasn't disrespectful, which is one thing I like. That he seemed to be understanding, but then I don't know how far that understanding will go, whether he will have a lot more to say once they're off camera or once the wedding is over and he didn't want to upset her on wedding day, or he was trying to create a very good first impression. I don't know, we'll see. Orson and Richelle, they were excited when they saw one another because obviously they learned that they're both from the Caribbean, which is something that they both wanted in their partner. They're both good looking, and so there was an instant spark. But then when the vows were sweet. I really loved their vows. They were very thought-provoking in the sense that it showed that they actually took time to write their vows. But then when they got to the picture taking, that's when things sort of derailed a little bit, because I think in her excitement, Richelle, and I think she's someone who's used to being in control, she wanted to get as much data as she could on her husband so that she could make a decision of whether this was going to work or not. But then it became a bit too intense for Orson because this was too many questions back to back to back. I don't think she was even giving him a chance to speak. So he had a conversation with his friends, sort of just saying to them, oh, she's a bit too intense. There's too many questions, 4,000 questions in one go. There's not even a chance. My mind is racing. I think because for him, this is the first time he's met her. It's starting to appear more like an interview than anything else. She wanted to know about his job, what he did for a living. I thought it was too much. I thought it was too much from my opinion. I thought it was too many questions, and I wish she had just taken a moment to sort of breathe and then come up with whatever questions she had for him. They sort of had a conversation towards the end of the wedding where they sat down, and I appreciate Orson that he didn't throw a scene and he didn't kick off and say, I don't want to talk to you, give me a minute, but he waited until after the reception to sort of have a conversation and just tell her that it was a bit too much for me. I was spiraling because there were way too many questions coming at me. I didn't know which one to answer and which one to avoid. So she took it for that. Yeah, she looked a bit miffed in the sense that she didn't expect him to sort of be upset about it. I think she wanted him to just give her whatever she wanted, forgetting that this is her husband. And so they agreed to disagree. And so she said next time he felt overwhelmed, he needed to tell her. And so I don't know. I really don't know. I think there's going to be a power struggle in this marriage because there are two people that are used to being in control, and suddenly the idea that they're having to relinquish control to the other person is going to be the reason for their biggest downfall, because they're both in their 40s. Yes, there's a 7-year gap, but it seems like this is not something that Orson was worried about. I love the fact that it seems like that was his child and his mother was there as well, which was good. It showed that he was really serious. Apparently, he's been in Birmingham for 20 years, so I assume he came down at 21 from St. Kitts. I don't know. We'll see. Given on the trailer that we saw, I thought I was going to say they would work, but the trailer sort of gives me doubt. With Alex and Holly, I love the fact that their families gelled very well. They really seemed comfortable around each other. I assume, she's used to dating people from a different ethnic group because her parents seemed very comfortable around, Alex's family. Alex is really going all out. Yeah, he had a conversation with a friend and sort of explained that he would have preferred someone without children. But he said it's more because he doesn't know whether he'll be able to be a good dad, which is understandable because he's never been a dad before. So he's going from not having been a dad to suddenly jumping into being a stepdad to a teenager. That's very challenging. That is very challenging. So I get where he's coming from. I didn't like the conversation that, the friend had and sort of ran back to Tattletale to say, he said he was wanting someone without children. And it's like, that's not even the biggest of the problems. Wait until Holly finds out that he was talking about swapping his partner. That's when she's going to kick off. At the moment, she has nothing to worry about. When she finds out that he was talking about the fact that what if there's no spark and he wants to sort of, try it with somebody else's wife. I love the fact that his mother was approving of the relationship and actually brought up the conversation that when she met Alex's dad, he already had 3 children and then they eventually had Alex. So it's good that the families get along. It's good that they co-signed the relationship. It's just a matter of time to see whether that's going to happen or not. Because apparently Alex, he was arrested for 34 days because he went AWOL from the army to go and record Married at First Sight, which makes you question that why would he do that? What did he think he's due to gain? Was it because he wanted the publicity that came with being on the show or what? Make it make sense? I don't know. I can't wait to see, the commitment ceremony and see what happens there. Thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe and click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 4. Bye guys.